Nope.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm shrinking down.
Can you see both of us?
Yep.
Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Suburban Homesteader WY-AZ. And look who I have. I have Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farm. And we're actually in Walmart's parking lot. And we were doing a little bartering, exchanging.
That's right. That's right. Just a little.
Yeah. So Lisa's in wrapping today, getting stuff for the pheasants.
So exciting. I love it. Getting stuff for the pheasants so we can get them out of the garage.
That's right. And so you'll have to keep an eye on for those videos when she's trying to catch those pheasants and put them in the run.
That's, yeah, no kidding. Everybody on my channel who's been watching us knows I've been chasing the pheasants around the garage.
That's right. And Joe and I are in town to see kids and grandkids and just have a fun time.
Awesome.
So we thought I'd do a little tailgating with Lisa. And now we can't see the chat at all. So hi everybody. Joe's standing behind the other side of the camera. He might be able to see chats.
Good Times is there. Nancy Crazy Life is there.
Oh, well hi. That's so fun.
Yeah.
And so Lisa, it's summertime. It's warm.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking forward to this summer?
Getting outside after a long South Dakota winter that wasn't even that snowy, but it was cold.
Yeah, cool.
Getting outside. So yeah, it was really nice. Getting outside yesterday, doing all the different things outside that I love to do. That's the good part. Getting some, the gardens will go in another week or so. So good stuff. How about you?
Well, Joe has been helping me around the yard. He's been fixing things because, you know, when you're gone, things break, things, you know, it just happens. He had to fix the gate. He had to do some other stuff. And I have been planting because even though it's going to be cold in a few days, I'll just cover everything. But planting, planting, planting. And working on my towers. I've been making flower towers and baking.
And baking. Baking some good stuff.
I am baking some good stuff. Now, are you doing the jam it in June?
I am. I will be on June 15th.
Awesome.
I'm not telling what I'm making.
The secret. I love making jam.
And we're also doing that challenge together, the $50
Yeah.
Hello, Terry.
February.
Joe's talking, so if you hear somebody talk behind, he's saying hi to people because he can see the chat. We can't see the chat.
Yeah, Joe's taking care of the chat for us. He's our what do you call it, producer today.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Plans, Promised Land.
Hey!
Monica, how are ya?
Shawnee.
Oh, Shawnee's there.
Yeah.
Yes, Shawnee's from Canada.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Vancouver.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so we're doing the challenge in February 2023. And Rich over at Old Sweets Farm set up the challenge. You have to produce enough food so that you're not going to the store in February. You got a $50 allotment for milk, things that you might not have. But it's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it because I think it's going to be a good test for us. With, you know, growing our own food, we grow a lot of our own meat. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, our garden produces this year and I don't have to do a garden parody again. But because that would be great to have that kind of stuff and be able to freeze dry it and put it up and stuff like that.
That's right. Yeah, our challenge is that we leave in October. You know, Joe and I could literally eat out of our pantry here in Wyoming for months. You know, literally, other than not having milk. You know, and we do have some powdered milk, so it's not like we don't even have that. But it's trying to figure out how to bring some stuff down to Arizona. Now, I will be able to start my garden when I get down there. But, you know, some things will be ready by February, some things wouldn't be ready by February. So it's a challenge. But I think it'll be real interesting, and I think if you're wise, if you're prudent, you work hard, everybody should be able to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, I can tell you from a purchasing standpoint, when I stopped working in November, I did a lot of
We had
stocking
some
up
of that,
of the
Lisa.
pantry, and we've been living off that along with
yeah.
our meat,
Yeah.
you know, except for perishable items.
Right.
And items that we don't grow on the farm, but really we've not been grocery shopping, and the reason why is I have to drive over here.
Yeah.
And you know, when we do drive to Rapid City, we try to make it not a whole day affair, but more like we run every errand we need to here.
Mm-hmm.
So like after this, I'm going to go to Tractor Supply. You know, we make it worth our while, and then that's it. We don't come back. But you know, the reason why is when you live in a tourist town, half and half is $10 for half a gallon.
Yeah.
It's only like $4 here.
Right.
So
Right. So you have to really know
Mhm.
where to buy and where to shop.
Yep.
And that counts no matter where you live.
Mhm.
There's always, you know, a lot of times people say, well, I don't want to go through all the ads because then I'm going from this store to this store to this store. Some of that is true. But if you can really be wise about your
Mhm.
purchases, it is worth going to those different stores.
Absolutely, absolutely. For example, I mean, even here, we've learned that when we used to go to Sam's, right? You know, we go to the bigger big box stores, buy in bulk. We learned that we really weren't getting the best deal, and we were coming to other stores similar to Walmart and so on, and you actually get a better deal. So going from store to store to store is a pain, but it's worth it because you get what you need and you get it at a cheaper price. And if they're
Right.
all right here, it makes sense.
Yeah, I think so too. And now this summer, you're going to do some gardening where your husband usually does it. Is that true?
Yes, yes.
Are you looking forward to that?
If I get some food, I will be. I've never been the outside gardener. It's all been him. He's a little discouraged about growing in this climate because everything he grows does not grow the way it did for him his whole life. And so I'm trying to grow more and really not focusing on a large variety, but more on the things that did well.
Right.
So potatoes did well, carrots did well last year. And so also trying in the greenhouse, trying to grow peppers and tomatoes and even some strawberries in the greenhouse, as well as growing some outside to do a comparison.
Yeah.
So we're still, it's our third year, but it's still going to be an experimental year.
Well, with your growing season though, you know, you can have those late and early frosts, and so that can make a difference on tomatoes and peppers.
Yeah.
And so in the greenhouse, you will have a lot more success, I think.
Right, right.
You know? Because we're a zone 4B where we live in Wyoming. And so there are times if we don't do things, if we're not using walls of water or the greenhouse or covering with couches or something, they just don't produce like they would otherwise.
Right.
They just get too cold and then they get stunted.
Yes.
What about brassicas? You know, cabbages, broccolis, cauliflowers, anything like that. Do you guys like those?
We have had luck with broccoli. We are growing broccoli this year. We have had a little bit of luck with cauliflower, but we are growing some of that this year. Cabbage, not so much.
Oh.
So, but we're gonna, you know, again, we're just focusing this year on what really grew.
Yeah.
And we are adding to our raspberries. Sandy brought us some raspberries to add to ours. We also added fall gold, which was a plant that was dormant when we planted it. It's come back to life. And we have two from a local nursery that seem to have made it through the 2 years. So hopefully we'll have a lot more fruit this year. But yeah, so we're real excited. It's gonna be good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Hoping to do a lot in the freeze dryer.
See, that will be fun. Yeah. I've wanted a freeze dryer for a long time. But, you know, now we have gardens 2 times.
Right.
I can't hardly justify it now.
Did I get it?
You know? And, I mean, I can still dehydrate, I can freeze, I can do a lot of things. But I still would like a freeze dryer.
Well, if you get a harvest and you want it freeze dried, you let me know. We're close enough.
That's right.
Seriously, I mean, we can meet and do it. It's a piece of cake.
Okay, so tell us about the pigs and the pheasants, the turkeys, the chickens.
So we have the 4 pigs. We have the Kuni pigs. We have 2 boars, 2 girls that are pregnant, we hope, due in July and August, and that'll be exciting. We have about 30-ish meat birds, red rangers, royal gray broilers, and Cornish cross. We have Chinese ringneck pheasants, about 12 of those, and then we've got the layers, the turkeys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of animals at my house right now.
There is. And the bulldog.
And a bulldog. And a bulldog. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, we just moved the turkeys outside. They're bourbon red. We hatch those. So we're hoping to do a little more hatching, maybe some barnyard mixes for chickens to sell locally.
And what kind of incubator are you using?
It's an IncuView. Monica at Bland's Promised Land Ranch had told me what she used, and I absolutely love it.
And is it the square one or round one?
It's a square one. So it's a square one, and it has a tray, and it rotates it 6 times a day, the eggs, by pushing them back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It has a nice big clear top so you can see everything. It measures the humidity, does the countdown. And
Awesome.
what we love about it, and this is the other reason why I asked Monica, is because it does a wide variety of eggs. So, you know, for example, I know Monica has quail, duck, turkeys, you know, all that stuff can fit in there at the same time, which is really cool.
Yeah, see, that's good. And that's just one more way a homesteader in the country, in the city, in the suburbs can expand their meat.
Yeah.
You know, is because a lot of times you can get locally fresh eggs. They
Mhm.
haven't washed them, they haven't done anything to them. They're fresh, and you can put them right into the incubator.
Right.
And that is a good thing. It's an option, it's a resource that you can do. Otherwise, you can order them online, you can do a lot of different things.
Absolutely. And I mean, at the price of chicks, so I'll give you an example. The bourbon red turkeys were heritage breed turkeys, and I think they were about $16 a piece,
Wow.
and you had to order 5.
Right?
So if you think about that, you have that cost. We ended up having 2 breeding pairs, and so we have them, all 4 of them together in a pen, so that way the breed stays true.
Right.
And so right now, Elizabeth is actually sitting on some chicken eggs for us.
Awesome.
Also sitting on some of her own eggs because she started laying again. And so, but the real big thing for us was putting them in the incubator meant we were self-sufficient. We didn't
Right.
need to go buy, you know, turkeys that, oh, they're going to be out till July.
Right.
Or spend that money. We had the egg,
Right.
and the electricity is really minuscule for the incubator.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
In the scope of things, me
Yeah.
leaving a light on is more,
Right.
or running my washing machine.
Right.
So,
Okay. The truck right next to us is going to start up, so you're going to hear an engine. But that's okay.
that's right.
Because we are in Walmart's parking lot.
That's right.
So, but it is so fun when you're you have a YouTube channel.
Mhm.
It's fun to meet those people that you added online.
Just a moment.
We'll be right back after
Can you zoom this in tighter?
this. You should be able to do it with your fingers. Can you make this closer? Nope. Nope. You're gonna have to just move it forward. That's what we need to do. Yay! How's that? They're just hot pots.
Of all the places to pull.
But it is so fun when you're they've been on your lives, you've been on their lives. Lisa's part of Around the Hay Bale, and so I've been on that, and you send messages back and forth online. Text message is so much better when you get to meet in person.
Oh, I know. And I'm telling you, and the way I feel is I always feel like I'm out here by myself. So it's really great to know that there's somebody else out here, because like Country Mama Musings is in 8 hours away. Mad Acre, a lot of them are 8 hours away. Old Swedes are 9 or 10 hours away. And it's just really cool. And I know, like, I've tried on Instagram to say, hey, are there any YouTubers out here you want to get together and stuff like that? I've done it like 3 or 4 times, and it was dead silence. So I'm really thankful.
Well, and all of our YouTube friends that live down south, I mean, there's get-togethers in Texas and Mississippi and all these different southern states, and they're just packed with people. And
Prior.
yeah, and I'm jealous
I,
because I don't get to go to those, and I'm jealous.
same here. Same here.
And so it's just totally fun when you get to meet somebody in person, especially if you just love them.
I know. This is like, I couldn't sleep last night. It was like Christmas. I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to meet Sandy finally.
And Joe says, what time did you get up this morning?
Well, Leanne had said to me from the Mennonite farmhouse, Leanne turned around and said, you know, I'm known for not getting up. So I'm a late person. So it was funny. She's like, you're going to be able to get up by then? I said, yes, I will.
Okay, but everybody, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted you to have, let you know that Lisa and I were meeting in person. And now Lisa only lives like 20 minutes from where my parents live in the summertime. And so I think we're going to have to do this again.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
You know, I mean, I could dig you up some more plants.
I could dig you up some stuff out of my freezer. Who knows? Maybe I'll have some freeze-dried stuff by then.
That's awesome. And I'll bring you over that smoker for the beehive.
Awesome.
And
Thank you.
See what other stuff I can find for you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
It's fun when you can barter between
Yes.
people that you know. Now that doesn't count just YouTube channels. When you are a homesteader, bartering should be an art form that you learn.
Mhm.
Don't you think?
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
because a lot of times funds are, allocated.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you want to have other things, your neighbor can do this, but you can do this. Or maybe you can just exchange things. It's perfect.
Yeah,
I think we should do a thing on the art of bartering.
I agree. I agree. We're actually working with our hay supplier right now because they have goats and sheep.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we have the pigs, and we get our alfalfa hay from them. They get it from a family in Nebraska.
Nice.
But hay has gone up. We get a 900-pound bale, and it was $140. But just to give people an idea, within the 3 months since the last time we got it, it's gone up $20.
Wow.
So, and it's going to continue to rise with all the prices. So that's why we bring up bartering, which is so important to do.
Yeah. And I'm planting in the gardens, and usually I plant my stuff from seeds. We're home early enough, and I can, get a lot of things started. Not this year. And I was shocked. I went to all the different nurseries in town,
Mm-hmm.
and everything is up $1 or $2
Yeah.
per container. It's $5 almost for a 3 or 4 inch tomato.
Right.
That is ridiculous.
It is.
The packages seeds haven't gone up that much. The soil hasn't gone up that
Fertilizer.
much. Fertilizer, yeah.
Fertilizer, because they
Fertilizer's gone up.
fertilizer it
Yeah.
every day in a greenhouse.
Yeah. But
So,
if you can find somebody that gets to start their seedlings
mm-hmm.
and you can barter something,
Absolutely.
it's the way to go.
Absolutely.
Or go to a farmer's market. They have their extra starts at a much better price.
Yes, and they're usually much better taken care of.
Plus, they know they'll grow in your climate.
Right.
Yeah, so that's always good too.
Yeah, in fact, that's why I have the raspberries from you,
Mm-hmm.
because we're in the same zone. And I was talking about how I had gone to a greenhouse because the local greenhouse had species that were native to our area, whereas when I go to a big box store and I buy raspberries that are dormant, they don't come back because they're not ready for our climate. So we'll see if we get fruit, but that was one of the main, that's what started this whole thing, was the raspberries. So
Yeah. Yeah, so, but Lisa, I love you.
I love you too.
So everybody, I hope you have a fabulous Memorial Day weekend. If you are not subscribed to Lisa's channel, Yogi Hollow Farm, I want you to go over there, subscribe to her, enjoy her videos. They are just fabulous, and you will learn a lot of stuff. She's doing gardening, hydroponics, raising meat birds, raising the pigs, all the different birds that you have, and on 2 acres of land. It is amazing what she's doing.
And don't forget, it's Memorial Day weekend, so let's remember the whole true reason for this weekend is to remember all of those who gave up their lives, their sacrifices, and serve for our country, whether they're still with us or have lost their lives, because they are the reason why we are living the lives that we are living right now.
Oh, isn't that true? Yeah, you look around the rest of the world, and our little America is so free, and so we can just do so many things, and the rest of the world isn't like that. You know, we sometimes forget that most of the world is not like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so all you military men and women, we love you. So everybody, thanks, and we will see you next time. Joe,
Bye.
you are going to press the stop button.
Can't see it.
You can't play.
That's
It's just gonna
we'll just keep
going.
waving.
Just waving.
I don't know where it's at.
Bye, everybody.
You sure you want to stop